Introducing NoMor, brought to you by a group of 5 BME students at Columbia who are passionate about making the world a better place by reducing one tremor at a time. Imagine your daily routine. You wake up, you get dressed, you brush your teeth, you eat breakfast. Now, if you were one of the over 10 million Americans suffering from essential tremor, you wouldn't be able to do most of those activities on your own. Essential tremor is a neurological disease that results in unwanted tremors in the wrist and arm while performing an action. Due to the severity of essential tremor, 25% of patients who enter treatment centers are forced to quit their jobs, and 60% of patients are unwilling or unable to apply for promotions. This results in anxiety and depression, which further exacerbates tremor symptoms. There's currently no cure for ET, though symptoms can be treated with medications and deep brain stimulation. NoMor intervenes primarily on behalf of the 40% of ET patients who rely heavily on assistive devices and are not candidates for deep brain stimulation or don't respond to medication. We estimate that our serviceable obtainable market is 4.6 million, and we aim to capture 60% of that market for a total of 2.8 million customers. The devices we're competing with are single-activity devices, which are effective at reducing tremor for one behavior, but the problem is that patients need to buy many of them to get through their day, which is burdensome and costly. Meanwhile, the current multiple-activity devices on the market are bulky, which draw unnecessary attention, uncomfortable, or simply not for ET at all, and rather for diseases like Parkinson's. Thus, our device aims to address the need for a subtle, non-invasive device that reduces the impact of patients' essential tremor on performing one or more common daily behaviors without being uncomfortable or bulky. So here's our current prototype. The primary suppression mechanism comes from wires that run along the left, right, and top sides of the arm. The wires are selected to be just rigid enough to suppress tremor, but malleable enough to allow for normal movement. It's supplemented by 3D printed supports that secure the wire and neoprene that also provides comfort and subtlety. We tested our device in 3 ways to ensure that it works. First, through a simulated tremor on a dummy hand, and second and third, through a simulated tremor on volunteer test subjects. We use an accelerometer to measure tremor reduction quantitatively and a spiral writing test to evaluate reduction qualitatively. As you can see from the accelerometer results, there's a reduction of tremor through the accelerometer-based test, and as for the spiral writing results, our prototype clearly reduces tremor significantly. We're currently refining our prototype and aim to apply for preclinical testing by May. Our eventual goal is to bring our device to market, where we aim to generate revenue by working with insurance companies, Medicare, and suppliers like Amazon, where patients can buy our device directly. We'd like to thank the following people for helping us with our project, and if you'd like to find out more, check us out on our website.